we're here to sing and play for you. 3, 4. The birds, the scars, the moons and Mars, any heart, how tough, you're strong enough. Take a lot of pain, take a lot of pain. Love is just a cloud, a lot of rain, of hurt, of hurt. I'm young, I know, but even so, I know a thing or two. I've learned from you. Really learn a lot, really learn a lot. Love is just a show, and it's hard. Love hurts, love hurts. Some who say that happiness, blissfulness, togetherness. Some fools fool themselves, I guess. They're not fooling me. I know it isn't true. No, it isn't true. Love is just a lie made to make it blue. Love hurts. Love hurts. How does he do it?
Why does he do
Some who say that happiness, blissfulness, togetherness. Some fools fool themselves, I guess. They're not fooling me. I know it isn't true. No, it isn't true. Love is just a lie made to make it blue. Love hurts. Love hurts. Love
Thank you. So, hello. Thank you for coming, everybody. We're from Alberta, Canada. Does anybody?
Quite local then, really.
Yeah, we just hop, skip, and a jump. So, yeah, you asked where we came from. We said Canada. We met last night. But yeah, we're very happy to be here, and this is our first time to the Green Note here.
We've never played in such a small.
His hat was scraping this both sides.
Yeah, I knew I was in trouble when I couldn't fit down the stairs. We had to bring her bass down the chimney.
I like Father Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, we're from a little town in an area in Alberta called Longview, Alberta. Does anyone ever hear of that? You know where that is? They do. Yes. Longview, Alberta. We always say, Longview, Alberta, where men are men and the women are too. There's some pretty tough cowgirls living out there, let me tell you. And just to give you an example, a couple of years ago, Suzanne's mom, who's a tough cowgirl, wanted to have a girls' night out. So she invited Suzanne, and she invited another one of her friends. And this lady, her name is Butch, oddly enough, and
I should say it right there.
and she's 80 years old. She turned 80 this year. She's only this tall. She's tough as nails. She's worked with horses and rodeo and stuff her whole life, and you don't want to mess with her. She's really tough. And she invited another one of her friends, and this lady's name is Cub, and she's big and tall and slender, and she's worked around horses her whole life. She's tough as nails as well. And they invited me
because we had to get a driver.
Yeah.
Girls' night.
All I know is I was the most feminine person at the table that evening. And anyways, living in an area like that, the ranching community around Longview, it's pretty hard not to let the cowboy lifestyle work its way into every part of your being, from the boots you wear, to the hat you wear, to the girl you marry, to the truck you drive, to even the music you write. And this is the first song that Sue and I ever wrote together, and we called this song Over the Moon, oddly enough, and it's all about how we feel about each other. And if you close your eyes when we start this song and just feel the rhythm of it, just imagine you're on a little pony riding through the foothills, heading towards the Rocky Mountains, and you'll start to get that cowboy feeling. Maybe you'll want to buy a hat. So this is Over the Moon. Are you feeling it? More than the way I love my morning coffee, more than the thrill I get when I drive too fast. That's how it feels, 'cause I'm over the moon. Somehow you feel about me, Sue.
I love you. That's the way I feel when birds are singing. Or when I put on a dress and if it's just right, it must be love. I'm over the moon.
And when she smiles at me and sings them old cowboy tunes,
And plays for me, my heart goes boom, boom, boom.
that's the way we are when we're together. Just two sweethearts from some old-fashioned tune, like Tarzan and Jane. We're swinging over the And when she smiles at me and sings them old cowboy tunes,
And plays for me, my heart goes boom, boom, boom.
that's the way we are when we're together. Just two sweethearts from some old-fashioned tune, like Tarzan and Jane. We're swinging over the moon. So hey, little,
Tell the cat and the fiddle,
we're jumping right over the moon.
Sorry, Craig, I moved back to you guys over there.
At least the piano is from my waist.
You see him wiggling his hips.
Yeah. Anyways, Longview, Alberta is famous for a couple of things. One, you guys probably don't know about it. It's famous for the Longview Jerky Shop. Do you know what jerky is here? Yeah,
Do
it's,
you guys eat beef jerky?
Yeah.
Do? Oh, okay. We always, well, I thought that would be a good merch thing to have. Over the moon jerky.
you can buy,
Merch.
you can buy
What
our
can we sell?
t-shirts and jerky.
I don't know
I'm
if they'll
sorry.
let you bring smoked meat over to them.
And it's also, and one of our neighbors is a pretty famous guy too. His name is Ian Tyson. Does anyone know him? And very sadly, Ian passed away a couple of years ago, and he had his ranch was just east of the ranch where we lived, and he obviously he's an amazing songwriter and an artist, and I used to get together with some of his bandmates that played with him during the time that he was on his heyday when they were out touring all over the world, and we used to get together and just play songs every Tuesday, and we never played out ever. I said one day to them, I said, maybe we should go out and play somewhere. And they didn't want to. They just wanted to get together and laugh and play songs. And so one day we were there setting up to rehearse, and Mel Wilson, one of the guys in Ian's band, he was from Texas, and he moved up to play with Ian and never went home. And he was playing this beautiful song, and it was just took my breath away hearing it. And this is right when Sue and I were starting our little Over the Moon project, and we weren't very good at writing songs at that point, and so we were looking for other songs we could cover that not maybe everybody knew. And this one was amazing. And I said to Mel, Mel, that's a beautiful song you're playing. Could you just maybe play the whole song for me so I could see if the lyrics would suit Suzanne to sing? And he goes, this is my Texas accent, well, I'd like to do that for you, but I can't remember all the words. And he went on to say, if you want to find the words, you're going to have to go ask Ian. And because Ian only recorded it like 30 years ago or something on a 45, or 40 years ago on a 45. So if you don't have that 45, you've never heard that song unless you have our first CD. Anyways.
Or you should purchase that tonight.
Yes. That's a nice segue.
Yeah, very good. We're working on it.
So anyways, so I knew I had to go over and ask Ian for the lyrics for it, and you probably haven't heard, but Ian sometimes he could be a bit crusty because people bugged him his whole life, trying to find out where he lived and everything, and we knew where he lived, and we knew him, but he didn't really know us, my face. He knew Sue's mom really well. So anyways, took me like 3 weeks to get up enough nerve to go over there, and I remember I got in the truck, put on my best cowboy hat, and I said, Sue, I'm going over to Ian's. If I'm not back in 3 hours, call the police. So I went driving all the way over there and drove all the way up his long laneway and pulled right around behind his house like a neighbor would. And he met me at his door. He goes, what can I help you with? I said, hi, Mr. Tyson. My name's Craig, and I play with Mel Wilson and Dave and all his old bandmates. And he goes, I won't hold that against you. And then I thought quick, and I said, and I married Eva Levesque, Sue's mom. I married his daughter. And he goes, so? and I said, oh yeah. And so that wasn't going very far. And then I said, and we have a duo called Over the Moon, and we're recording our first album, and we'd love to record your song Moon Dancer because nobody's heard that song. And he goes, and we can't find the lyrics anywhere. And he goes, well, I'd like to help you out, but can't remember the words myself. So we were really struggling what to do because we love this song so much. So finally, a friend of ours knew the words that lived in Nova Scotia at Cindy Church, and we got the lyrics, and we always record all our music at home. We have a little studio at home. Now we have a bigger studio, but and so the day that we were recording this song, we got, oh no, I forgot a whole part. Ian's I'm kind of off because I think I'm going to hit this. So anyways, Ian warmed up and he goes, come on in the house for a minute. And he invited me into his house, and he said, have a seat at the table, and he went out in some other room for a while, and he came back out and he had a CD in his hand, and he goes, here, Moon Dancer's on here. And it was an album called The Gift, which is one of those tribute albums where a whole bunch of artists do, like John Prine, that tribute album everyone did for John Prine. It was like for Ian Tyson, Canadian and American artists on it. And he goes, look at here, Moon Dancer's on here. And I said, oh, thanks. And he didn't even charge me. I think he just wanted to get rid of me. And so I got in the truck, and I headed home, and I pulled up our long laneway. Our laneway was 4 kilometers long, all the way up, got up to the house, and I pulled around behind it just like I lived there. And Suzanne met me at the door and went, what can I help you with? People don't always laugh.
Including your wife.
Yeah. So anyways, I said, Sue, Ian gave me the album, and this is a true story. He gave me a CD, and look, Moon Dancer's on here, number 10 or something. And I said, let's get a pad of paper and a pencil and sit down and write out the lyrics. So we sat on the couch, and I put the CD in, and we pushed play on the remote. For some reason we found it. Pushed play on the remote, and It was an instrumental. It was a steel guitar instrumental. So finally we talked to Cindy Church, who had the lyrics, and we were going to record this song. And I'll never forget this. Sue was standing in front of the microphone at a little home studio, and she was holding the paper up above her head, and she was singing it so beautifully. Just the first time through, it was one of those times when that will be the one you use on the record. Like, she didn't have to practice or anything. She just sang it, and it was amazing. And then all of a sudden, the coyotes started howling outside, and they're really loud. I don't know if you've heard them, but they started howling everywhere. And I went, Sue, we have to stop. We have to do something. So I thought quick. I went, I'll go into our bedroom and get out our big duvet and put it over top of her head and over top of the microphone and tuck it in around her feet. She looked like a big burrito. And she started singing again, and I could still hear the coyotes outside, and she was it sounded kind of muffled, and she was getting hot and mad at me. And I could hear her say, I don't think they do it like this in Nashville.
Real pro.
Yeah, so anyways, we're at Abbey Road, I should say. So I had to think quickly because I wanted to capture the moment, and I thought, let's go into our bedroom closet, because at that place, our bedroom closet was narrow and really long, and there was, like, honestly, 400,000 dresses and skirts and sweaters and shoes in there, and my other shirt was in there too. And we went in there and recorded our whole first album in that closet, right, Sue?
Right.
So that's a really long introduction to a short song. And but when we play this song, you'll hear two things. One is that Ian Tyson was an amazing songwriter, and two is that Suzanne sings beautifully.
He's trying to get a new guitar, so firing me up every night on
Yeah.
this tour.
This is Moon
Right,
Dancer.
sweetie?
This is the title song off of our first album.
Right.
A 1, 2, 3, in 2, 3.
In the autumn, I've often seen her on nights the river is still.
multi-instrumentalist kind of guy. His first instrument is the drums and percussion.
Where are they?
Not here. Only 2 extra bags cost $300 to come here, so we can't bring drums. But he can bring a harmonica, because that fits in his pocket.
Back home, we always play with most of the time we play with a whole band, and the guys that we have playing with us are some of the best in the business in Canada, like steel guitar and fiddle, and actually a clarinet guy, which is pretty wacky, but he's amazing. And when we come over somewhere far like here or China or something, we can't bring our guys with us. So Sue said, we miss the solos in the songs, you know, because I'm playing rhythm, and if I stop doing that and soloing, aside from making people feel ill, you miss the rhythm. And so Sue said, why don't you learn how to play harmonica? How hard can it be? So
You can do it.
I'm about to show you. And after we recorded our Moon Dancer song, we decided that every album we make from now on is going to have an Ian Tyson song on it, because we're that big of fans of his songwriting. And we were trying to figure out what song we'd put on our second album, our Chinook Waltz album, and we couldn't decide. And like I said before, my day job is that I'm a drummer percussionist, and Sue is an electric bass player. And a lot of times we get hired by different artists to go out on tour with them or record with them or whatever. And we were playing with this one artist. He's not a full-time artist. He's a cowboy, a really good champion cowboy, and he's got a beautiful voice. But he always forgets the words to songs and stuff, or he gets nervous and he thinks he can't do them. So he always turns around to the band and goes, somebody sing a song now, right now. Somebody sing something. So one night he turned to Sue and said, sing a song, sing a song. And the first song that came to her mind was one of Ian's songs called Someday Soon. Have you heard that song? I bet you when we start playing it, you'll hear it. It was a...
Well, Susie Boggess and Judy Collins, I think, did a version of it.
Yeah. So Ian wrote that song, and we started to play that song. And when I counted in, we all started playing, the whole band. And then when Suzanne started singing, all of a sudden I didn't hear any steel guitar. And I looked over at the steel player, and he was sitting on a stool, and he was leaning back on his amplifier, and his arms were crossed, and his eyes were shut, and he was smiling. And that's when I knew maybe we should record that song.
And that's when I knew he had too many pints.
Maybe that was it.
He's having a little shut-eye. But this is called Someday Soon.
Look at that, squirting right out. I know I'm doing something wrong. I think there's an IQ test for these.
You didn't get the manual.
Yeah.
What?
2, in 2, 3, 4.
There's a young man that I know, his age is 21. He comes from down in southern Colorado. He's just out of the service. He's looking for his food someday soon. Going with him someday soon. My parents cannot stand him 'cause he rides a rodeo. My father says that he will leave me crying. I would follow him right down the toughest road I know. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. When he comes home, my pa ain't got a good word to say. I guess it's 'cause he's just as wild as younger days. So blow you old blue northern, oh my Liberty. Driving in the night from California. He loves his down old rodeo. driving in tonight from California. He loves his down old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him. Someday soon, going with him. Someday soon.
I thought that sort of sounded like a horse with heaves. Yeah, I knew that.
Huh?
Words or sentence?
Yeah, yeah, maybe you could describe what a horse heaving sounds like for those who don't know.
No idea.
Words or sentence?
It's right there.
Oh, this way.
He didn't hear me.
What?
Somebody doesn't know what a horse heaving sounds like.
Just like what I just did.
Like the solo.
Only with more feeling.
With more feeling.
So I know what some of you are thinking. Some of you are thinking, how does somebody that looks like me and plays harmonica like that ever meet and marry a beautiful and talented girl like Suzanne?
I thought he was a drummer. Kidding. I love you. Whatever you play, just not the accordion. Ah, boy.
So this is what happened. I was living in Ontario, kind of in northern Ontario. I had a studio there, and I used to I'd go away and play with different artists playing drums, but then a lot of people would send me recording projects, and I'd play drums on their records by remote. You know what I mean? They'd send me the files, and I'd add what I did and send it away. And Sue was playing with a band in Calgary at the time, and they were recording an album, and they sent me their whole album to record on. So I recorded on all the stuff and sent it to them, and I thought that was it. They paid me, that would be it. And then a few months later, I was in Calgary rehearsing for a long tour that I was going to go on. The man was from Calgary, and he'd always rehearse with the whole cast for 2 weeks before the tour started, and then we'd go out for 6 weeks or something right across the whole country. And Sue's band found out I was going to be in town, and they said, how would you like to come and play our CD release party one night? Because we know we only rehearse during the day. And I said, sure, that sounds good, I'll do that. And then they told me they were having a rehearsal. So I remember going to the rehearsal for the first time, and I saw their bass player there, who was Suzanne, and I was thinking, wow, look at that, that's a pretty nice bass player. That's a pretty nice bass player. A lot of times bass players aren't that nice. And being the drummer and the bass player, we worked together, and we spent a lot of time together at the rehearsals and on the breaks and everything. And within the 3 days, they ended up having 3 shows, so I got to know her pretty good in those 3 days, and I started to really fall in love with her. And I knew in 3 days from then, I'd be leaving on that tour, which was 6 weeks. And after the tour, I'd go back to Ontario, and if I didn't say something to her and say, Sue, I think you're pretty nice, or something smooth like that, I would probably never tell her, and that would be it. And so I was living in turmoil. I was thinking, 3 days, I gotta leave, and I'm gonna go, and I want to tell her, but I'm way too chicken. Probably a lot of you guys have been in that situation, right? Did he say yes?
Maybe he's making chicken noises.
Oh, I was gonna say it sounded like a goose. So anyways, I had to do something. I was living in turmoil, so I wrote this little swing tune that's all about being in love with your best friend, but you're way too chicken to tell her. And it's called You Don't Even Know. And you know what happened? I was too chicken to tell her, and it was the morning of when we were flying out to start the tour. I got an email on my phone. It was from Suzanne. It said, hey Craig, this is Suzanne here, and I just wanted to say I really enjoyed spending the last few days with you, and I wondered if maybe when this tour's over, you'd like to get together and make beautiful music with me.
I don't know if those are my exact words.
That's exactly how I took them.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is that song called You Don't Even Know.
I was thinking about bass players and drummers working together and talking over grooves and stuff, and then I started laughing to myself because I was thinking of this has nothing to do with anything except for why I'm laughing to myself. But Craig was playing drums on a show, and they just asked him to play drums on this Christmas show, and so he went up and then so he asked the bass player, "What are you playing?" Like he meant what groove, and he goes, "I'm playing bass." He was like, "Okay, I knew that." But
That narrowed it down.
I was thinking that's what I was saying. What are you playing on this song? Bass. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. You stole my heart, and you didn't even know. You got absolutely no idea that I love you so. Can't spill the beans and tell you, 'cause I'm such a chicken, and tonight I'll stay your best friend, and this I'll keep missing. The other day we went camping, just good friends for a night, while we had that bonfire burning under stars and moonlight. While you sang your song so sweetly, felt the magic in the air. But you turned and looked right through me as if I wasn't there. Yeah, you stole my heart, and you didn't even know. You got absolutely no idea that I love you so. Can't spill the beans and tell you, 'cause I'm such a chicken, and tonight I'll stay your best friend, and listen, I'll keep missing. Our fiddle player missed a flight, so you're stuck with my face, and some of you are stuck with my back. Not my back, sorry. The other day we had a show to play, just a set with the band. But the stage was just a little too high, so I reached to take her hand. Well, I felt that spark burn through me, from my fingers to my heart. But again, you looked right through me, and you said,
Don't you think it's time we start now, Craig?
"Start what now, Sue?"
Start the show.
Oh, you stole my heart, and you didn't even know. You got absolutely no idea that I love you so. Can't spill the beans and tell you, 'cause I'm such a chicken, and tonight I'll stay your best friend, and guess now keep missing. Nobody said love would be easy, and I know it's all my fault that you don't know. Trying to find some words that don't sound cheesy. Maybe if I close my eyes when I know. Stole my heart, and you didn't even know. You got absolutely no idea that I love you so. Can't spill the beans and tell you, 'cause I'm such a chicken, and tonight I'll stay your best friend, and guess I'll keep missing. Yeah, tonight I'll stay your best friend, but I'm wishing for your kissing, 'cause you're the little lady.
Yeah, we're gonna do a song on our first album. So after that recording session, Craig lived in Ontario, which is a long way. 3,600 kilometers.
3,600 kilometers exactly to her door.
Yeah,
I
it
did
takes
it many
36
times.
hours so, to drive there. But anyway, so he would come to Calgary and play music, and we'd get to hang out then and everything. And then we got married, and we lived in a little house, on the hill, on a ranch south of Longview. And it was really small, but it had a little white porch on the front. And we'd go out there after supper and watch the parade of geese. Some geese, but deer and moose and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'd sit on the porch and have a glass of wine, and honestly, the parade would start, and it'd be first the deer would come over the hill, and the sun would be going down behind the mountain, so it would they'd all start to glow red in the dark, in the light, and then the moose would come out. A lot of times, a mother moose would come with two twins and look in our window at our hanging plants longingly, and then when the grizzly bears came out, we usually went back in the house. Or cougars too. They would come out at night, but you'd only see their eyes. We have a German short-haired pointer. Do you know what they are? A bird dog, and we love her to bits. We let her out at night, and she would never go pee or anything near the house. She'd always tear off into the field, and so you'd go out there with your really strong flashlight and look for eyes in the dark, and you'd be so worried about her, huh? So, and then one night I was standing there with the look shining, and then I saw cat eyes, big cat eyes coming down the hill, and it was going like this, heading towards me, and I could feel my hair stand up even though I don't have any. It's unreal.
My back hair was standing up.
Yeah.
Too much information.
I don't have any there.
Okay. Anyways, this is called House on the Hill. I have some giggles. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Built in 1932, a little house for me and you to start our family. Newlyweds broke but happy, just trying to save our pennies. We don't need too much in the house on the hill. Our love is growing, the house on the hill, sheltered from the wind. In the house on the hill, we're making memories. In the little white house that sits so quiet and still. Moving you from your home, leaving everything you know. A mountain full of dreams. I can't give you all that much. All I have to give is love. I hope that's enough. In the house on the hill, our love is growing, the house on the hill, sheltered from the wind. In the house on the hill, we're making memories. In a little white house that sits so quiet and still, sheltered from the wind and not the storm. Clouds will blow in and they will go, as long as we learn how to bear. Love within these walls will keep us warm. In the house on the hill, our love is growing, the house on the hill, sheltered from the wind. In the house on the hill, we're making memories. In a little white house that sits so quiet and still.
take a break.
Okay, count.
Yeah.
It's like a train
Oops,
here
is this
when
gonna
one
be
train
right?
waits for the other one because the band upstairs goes on and then we play opposite. You know what I mean? So
That won't hum, right? Or should I mute it?
I don't think so. So our second, we have 3 albums out. I think. Oh, they're here, right, Sue?
Yeah.
We have 3 albums. We have our first one, and then we have our second one, and then we have our third.
They're called 1, 2, and 3.
The third one is actually a double CD, and it's a live CD with our band. We were playing at a friend of ours built a really nice, cool venue out in the middle of nowhere, and we were the first show there, and we brought our sound guy, a good audio engineer, sound guy with us, and he recorded it. And for some reason, we never hit the ditch, meaning made too many mistakes, and we made a live album out of it. But on our second album, our Chinook Waltz album, we were lucky enough to get a Juno nomination, which is like a Grammy nomination in the States, only in Canada. And we think this song had something to do with it. A friend of ours gave us a banjo a long time ago. It was made in England in 1898. It was a 5-string.
Hold my time.
Was that? And it was all in pieces, so I sent it away to get it all refurbished and put back together and everything. And when I got it home, I was really excited to play it, and I didn't have a tuner, so I just tuned it to itself and started playing. Turned out it was like a tone and a half, almost 2 tones too low, but I liked the sound of it. And the little melody I was playing, I thought it, you can tell, when I say this, you can tell I was up in Scotland. It sounded like a wee bird singing its wee heart out up in a wee tree on a
wee branch.
Yeah, a wee branch. And on a spring morning, and Suzanne was starting to write some lyrics for a song idea she had about a really beautiful and talented friend of hers who is a good singer. She writes nice songs, but she's paranoid of everything. She will never go, and she would never play here in front of you guys. She would never go to an open mic somewhere and sing her songs. I bet you she wouldn't even sing around a campfire because she wouldn't go around a campfire. She's afraid of everything, and she makes up for it by looking amazing. Every time you see her, it's like she's out of a fashion magazine. She'll never wear the same clothes twice, believe me, because sometimes she doesn't even wear them once. She just buys them and puts them in a big plastic, like a garbage bag, and then every time Sue goes to visit her, she comes home with 2 garbage bags full of brand new clothes. That's why our closet is so full of everything. So we likened this girl to being a beautiful bluebird that sings its heart out up in a tree every morning and preens its feathers and looks amazing and just watches all of its friends flying all around and having adventures and taking risks and enjoying their life. And the moral of this song is that it's never too late to learn to fly. Right, Sue?
Right, great.
I'll start again.
of pity. There never used to fly. She groomed her brilliant feathers clean, everyone could see. She's perfect as a picture sitting high up in the tree. If she'd only take a chance, she'd be flying free. Lonesome Blue. Don't be bluebird. It's never too late to fly. Don't do a life that you knew. Your heart will guide you to fly.